But we're not done yet. There's still a couple more that's worth looking into. This is East Village Homes website. You have to do a login and everything like that, but you can still search to see what apartments are available. The thing that was cool about this is that it showed me my log number or where I was in the process. So this was for waitlist, and it says like my first choice, which was a 1-bedroom, I'm 271. And my second choice for 0-bedroom, which would be a studio, I'm 235. Wow, that's not too bad. Compared to the thousands on the log numbers that I have on the actual Housing Connect website, this is quite an upgrade. You can check my other videos when I went through all of my log numbers, and none of them are under 1,000, and most of them are in the tens of thousands, which is crazy to me. I think I have one that's in 1,000, maybe 2 in 4,000, and the rest of them are just in the 40 or 50 or 60,000. Insanity. So that's why I say I don't know the process. I've only been reached out to once. I gave my information. They told me they had no units available, and nothing ever went further. And then another place that I randomly sent all my information and updated, I've never heard anything back. Never toured a place, nothing. I have not gotten a golden ticket yet, but maybe at some point there will be an opportunity for that. What I'm finding with a lot of these is that you'll click it and they'll just be like one thing. Like, here's only one unit that's available on 200 Montauk Avenue. They have all the information listed, and if you wanted to apply, you would go ahead and do so, and you can download an application. So that's what I mean, where you really gotta just take your time and go through each and every one of them. Here are these links right at the top, the affordable re-rental resources. If you click those, that's gonna bring you to other opportunities as well. I believe I mentioned this in my original video about the new changes, and this website still exists. This is the NYC HDC website, and they do have a bunch of affordable opportunities. Click through, I think it said it was 30 something opportunities. They've got senior housing, they've got regular housing, they've got mobility adapted. So there's quite a lot. You'll just have to search through and see if your income matches what their requirements are. And then the second one, this was the one that is more like a New York State thing, I feel like, versus New York City. If you're looking for outside of the 5 boroughs, this would be an opportunity as well to take a look at New York as a state and what affordable opportunities there are. On this website as well, there's another link. There's another link to look into, and that's housingsearch.hcr.ny.gov. This one is a little bit more user-friendly to where you could see what the income range is, what city, what county, and when the applications are due, which is super helpful. So there's quite a few that are on here. There's also wait lists. For example, the Chelsea Place one. So this is a wait list for 363 West 30th Street. Income eligible income is 27,000 to 51,000. Household size 1 to 2, and it's going to have all the information of who should be applying. Your rent would be about $737 a month. So this is one of the more affordable ones, depending on what your situation is. When you go to apply, it actually goes to your ny.gov login. I didn't sign in, so I don't know what happens on the other side of this, but I just thought that was interesting. In breaking news, I'm excited to share 4 new listings on Housing Connect. They're for the same building, but have different requirements. It's for Manhattan Plaza, so I'm gonna click through each one and show you how they differ so that you can make sure that you don't apply to the wrong one mistakenly. So this one first right here is for Community Board 4. That's for people that only live on the west side. I believe it's 14 to 59th Street, but I'll put the exact location on here. The next new house listing for Manhattan Plaza is for the elderly, so you must be at least 62 years old and also live in Community Board 4, which I just mentioned prior. The next 2 listings prioritize performing artists, which as a performing artist, I think this is a great opportunity. As long as you meet the income requirements and depending on the occupancy, you can apply to be in one of these units. And again, they're going to have maximums and minimums, as well as 1,000 applicants are going to be drawn from this. So this is a great opportunity. And if you want more information, they have the full breakdown of the application rules and when it's going to end. So definitely get on this if any of these listings apply to you. All this to say, there's a lot of avenues for these re-rentals, for these housing opportunities. It's just, there's almost like information overload and you don't know where to look. So it's not just Housing Connect, but there's far more resources. And again, at the end of the day, I would rather be able to have access to these and know that I just got to sit my butt down and do all my research to maximize the opportunity for me to potentially get into affordable housing than to just kind of like wait and be like, I don't understand this, so I'm not going to apply. Previously, we didn't even have access to this, which is crazy to me. I still want the process to get better. I still feel like I want it under one link, and I don't want it separated all out and confusing, or just one streamlined opportunity. Who out there, who out there is an engineer that can make this work? Because at the end of the day, with so much personal information that you have to give, you clearly have to be registered with the city. So why can't it just be under one thing? So those are the links that I feel like are really important to know right in this moment. If you're overwhelmed and you already forgot everything, let me just tell you the few that I feel like have opportunities that you could apply today. I know that you might see this at a different time, but in general, where I've seen the most success so far: TF Cornerstone, Pronto Housing, Reside New York, although it's a little glitchy, Stanton Norfolk, I don't know how to say that. Norfolk, whatever. And that L is trippy. Wavecrest, although there wasn't anything available, but just, have that. But honestly, once again, open up every one of these links, take your notes, then create a short list of the links that you want to keep checking back where you've actually seen opportunities and see there might be changes along the way and you want to keep updated. If there's an email list to get on, hop on the email list so you're notified, hopefully, and then pray. Pray that you get reached out to. Whew. It's a lot of information, but I just wanted to make this video because I was like, it is so much. It is so much information, but it's so valuable. And I just want to make sure that everybody has access to this. I'm not here to gatekeep. As soon as I started compiling this list, I was like, who else knows about this? I hope that this video was helpful for you. I hope that this is a great starting point considering all the changes that have occurred recently when it comes to affordable housing. I'm glad to have these re-rentals accessible. It's just a bit of a headache trying to go through each one of them. But again, I'm glad that we have this information. And if this information was helpful for you, give it a like, give it a hype. I actually just came out with my 2026 planners. I'm super excited to share these. I designed these myself. I've been doing it for the last couple of years. They're available on Amazon. That is my video. Let's have a conversation down below. Thank y'all as always for watching, and I will see you in the next one.